Welcome back to another installation of 3 or 4 and Wifey. We're on episode 3 today, discussing a chick that I recently came across with the YouTube algorithm, and we're really just trying to survey the land and see if she's really worth being called trad girl. Would you really marry this girl? This girl's obviously called Billie Rae Brandt, and so I recently saw her on the podcast with Doyle and Zestiny on the Whatever podcast, which is like the white version of Fresh and Fit. And I saw her there, sitting there. She looks like Lana Rhodes minus the BBC from Kevin Durant. And I'm like, okay, this girl's really hot. And then it's like, is that really true? So we ought to look through the social media. I haven't even looked yet. Apparently she makes a lot of YouTube shorts. So, I mean, she's really trying to sell herself out on the internet. So let's go through her Twitter. Let's go through all of her stuff. And we're going to get a good review of what's going on. Because, again, the chick is like 25. Perfectly fair game for Lalo to criticize. Mind you, update on the Ortega twins. That was the last episode. They had a really good reaction. So thank you, girls, for being good sports about it. But, of course, my criticisms cut deep because I'm very honest and I can back up the talk. When you're good looking, when you're charismatic, you can do whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and criticize Billie Rae Brandt all I fucking want. So let's go ahead and look through her things because, of course, that's what men do. So let's go ahead and let's look at her Twitter to start off with. So once I share the screen, because I am a boomer, I'm a 20-year-old boomer. Let's see how this works. All right, you guys can see right here. You have Billie Rae Brandt. She has.
I'm saying she's a narcissist.
Oh, what the fuck?
But, here are some signs of a female narcissist.
Oh my god. Did you guys get scared or what? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the balls? Okay, so right now, let's look at the title right here. Hated by feminist. Pick me alert. Again, I hold criticism against pick-me's because they will trick men into thinking they're more conservative than they are. For instance, a pick-me is like the equivalent of like somebody in church. Assuming you guys would go to church, there's like that one like 50-year-old grandma or whatever that's like, oh my God, I love you so much. And that's good and all. That's I support that. But at the same time, like, is she doing it for attention? Because she could just shut up there and pray to God, all nice and quiet and pretty. But instead, she's going to be yelling out to the squire or whatever. I don't think that's the best thing to do, no? So right now, pick me already. So again, if you're a pick me, that's a bad thing. What's really hot, and I know this personally, is when a girl is conservative, but she doesn't know it. There's a One Direction song, and mind you, the audience of One Direction 10 years ago was like a bunch of 14-year-old girls. And what do they say? They say, you don't know you're beautiful. Uh-oh, that's what makes you beautiful. The whole idea is, she's hot, but she doesn't know it. That's so endearing, especially as a guy who's like not a teenager, but young adult. That's hot when the girl doesn't know she is the thing. Because when a girl figures out she's hot, all of a sudden the simps around her become apparent. And then she realizes that she's the sun and everything revolves around her. And then all of a sudden her ego gets boosted. So for a girl to be a pick-me means that she knows the market of red pill men that want to see a pretty girl affirm what they're saying. Which is why there's a market for just pearly things, who I personally despise. And she's not even hot. So that might be in the next episode. Comment down below if you want to see that. But, yeah, so we have Billie here saying that admired by the feminine, whatever, voted the biggest pick-me of 2023. So she's kind of just embracing it. So, again, that's a bad sign. If you're embracing a joke, that means that you're felted. That means that it controls you, of course. Now, looking on to this. Too much makeup. Look at all this makeup, bitch. What the fuck is this? You're crazy. Let's see this other post. End wokeness. So I guess she's like outright conservative. That's fine. All these sort of videos. All these sort of posts. She's not viral on Twitter, though. I'll tell you what. So let's go through her Instagram as well. 307 posts, boys. What girl has 300 posts on Instagram and you would marry? Like, serious question. Like, think of one girl that has 300 posts and you would marry. Also, I think she has a boyfriend or something. So I'm not like meaning it like in a personal sense, but like definitely like, hey, look, 300 posts? Is that really good? I don't think so. Now let's look. All these sort of videos, all these shorts. Oh my gosh, look at all these things. Now, is she going to post regular pictures or what? Because these are all like marketing, trying to make money off of her thing, which I understand. But also what's indicative of a girl's character is if she is going to make content, is she making podcasts? Is she making long form appearances, or is she just talented enough to have some guy edit her say something for 30 seconds at a time on a YouTube Shorts? That's a very relevant distinction here, because all of a sudden we have a culture where you can just look at a short real quick and now you don't need that much talent. You just got to be hot. So, think about it that way. Anyway, so I think we get the idea. Let's look through one post that's normal. Okay, right here. Okay, traditional dress, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now, where's the man, though? Again, as far as I know, she has a boyfriend. Where the fuck is the boyfriend? And when she was on whatever podcast with John Doyle, uh, she didn't really say much. Like, she would basically chime in, like, every once in a blue moon about something that people would agree with her. And that's just not good. Low-key, and I'm a little bit toxic, I kind of like my hoes, like, a little bit disagreeable. Now, a lot of guys don't like that. I understand that. But, I'm smart enough to where I can, like, there's not a girl that is smarter than me. Period. Like, there isn't. There isn't. There is not a girl that is smarter than me that has ever existed. Ever. As far as I know. So, if a girl wants to be a little disagreeable, I'll always smack her. She can be a little bit manipulative too. That's kind of hot. Again, I'm not avowing that. That's toxic. But I'm just saying, like, short term, that's kind of cute. But she's over here not trying to disagree, but just trying to affirm whatever a guy she idolizes says. That's not the best thing. Again, what you want, the sweet spot for a girl, is when she agrees with you, but she doesn't know why she does. She just does. That's hot. That's hot. But if you're self-aware about it, it kind of ruins it, okay? Anyway. So, let me see. What's this post? She became a TikTok partner, whatever that means. Again, where is your man? So when a woman is dating a guy and she doesn't post him on her account, that means that she's trying to get other males' attention because, obviously if a girl has a boyfriend, that wouldn't stop girls from viewing her account, but instead she's selling her sexuality to men that are lonely. Guys that are like me, but uglier, that are going to be like, oh my god, this Billie chick is so hot. And guess what? She is hot. But again, that's for your boyfriend, bitch, not to this idea of, oh, well, I'm going to sell myself to these other guys. And why she doesn't post her husband? Think about it. You'll talk about how, like, oh, I'm a good woman, I'd be a good wife. Society this about this famous couple, this about like beard grooming tips, like a lot of inane stuff. But you won't mention a guy that you live with theoretically, or a guy that you've slept with, a guy, like, come on, like, be honest. You're not honest because you're trying to sell yourself to an audience. That's not good. Moreover, when you're thinking about this logically, why does she not post her husband or boyfriend? I don't even know. It's because, assuming she does have one, I think she does. Anyway, the point being is that, assuming that's the case, she doesn't do that because, of course, people of my age bracket would be like, oh, she has a boyfriend, whatever. Because men want to have the capacity to imagine that, oh, she's a single girl waiting for me. Even though subconsciously they understand, like, okay, there's no way she doesn't have simps already in her DMs. But they want to give the perception as if they're still available, which is just very facetious. Imagine if you were an NFL team and you're like, okay, this player is going to be able to get signed to my team. And so you spent hours working out a $10 million deal. DeAndre Hopkins, come over to Buffalo. But it's like, no, I actually was with the other team the whole other time. It's like, well, now you're just wasting my time. You're busting my balls. I don't like that. Anyway, what's this? 100K on Instagram. Again, where is your husband, woman? You're like, what, 25? You're not getting any younger. Like, you already peaked. Like, as far as I know, you were hotter 5 years ago. Wearing a shirt that says pick me, girl. Fuck you. She's so insecure about that. I hope you guys pick me. Fuck you. How about that? How about that? And these guys in the chat, these are the people I'm talking about. Look at this. I was losing faith in women until I started following you and noticed that there's still gold out there. You're not gold, woman. You're not gold at all. If you're okay, look, if she's on the internet, she's probably not gold. I'll tell you what. She's basically temporary fun. That's like a nut and leave. And mind you, I don't avow that, but I mean, it's bound to happen. I'm being realistic here. You're around frats, it's like, look, this sort of thing happens. Oh, wait until marriage. Look, that's not realistic. Okay, I'll be honest. Again, in principle, you should, but, Anyway, the point being, though, is that there's guys, stupid ass motherfuckers that are like, oh, Billie gives me hope for the female race? Like, yo, that's not how it works, man. Like, she's selling you on a pipe dream, bud. She's not that trad. Hood nigga Demix says, wifey. Okay, dork, you fucking idiot. So all these guys are, like, unironically simping for her. Again, with the whole, like, background of her already being with other guys anyway. What about this? Again, slutty. Again, very, very attractive woman. But just very slutty. Again, are you trad? Are you really trad? You know what? I think the Ortega twins are more trad than this chick. What about this? Okay. I don't even know what to think of this. What about this one? Whatever. Trash. There's no content. Look at this. Come on, really? Is this your wifey? Guys simping for her in the Instagram DMs. Is that your wife? Really? Look at this. What the fuck? This is not trad with the tongue out. And, when I was raised, when I was like 10 years old, my grandmother told me never stick your tongue out, it's satanic. And you know what? She was right, because look at this shit. Sticking out your tongue is satanic. Look at that. I don't mean that literally, but it's also like, you know what? This correlates with heathen behavior. Heathen right there. Look at that. That's nasty. You fucking slut. This is basically Lana Rhoades with like a veneer of trad feminism plus like not like a slimmer figure, I guess. I don't know. You're at a Corona. How is that even trad? You drink too, bitch? What? Okay, all the way to the bottom. What's this? 2 years ago. Again, is that a wedding ring or something? I don't know. But she has 2 years of a groomed account. Again, 2021. She didn't turn 18 at 2021. Obviously, she's been an adult for years before that. So she's curating an image. So imagine, you are a woman. You get to pick what you put on to an account that's new, that's supposed to represent your trad feminine brand. And this is what you post? Again, this is not like, oh, I posted a bikini pic when I was 17 and now I'm like a traditional 25-year-old. No. It's, oh, I was a 23-year-old slut then, 25-year-old slut now. No. No, señorita. No, puta. No way. Come on, man. Let's look at her YouTube channel. What does it say here? Men's dating. Okay. Men's dating and self-improvement. No BS approach. TikTok. Okay. No BS? Okay, let's check this out. 94 million views, guys. 94 million views, boys. No video. She has no fucking videos, guys. It's all shorts. What talent does it take to make a short? Come on. 8.6 million views. Let's look at this. What's this?
This guy and this guy are all bad role models for men. Can you tell me who the good ones are? Why is it that every time someone tries to step up to the plate to lead men, they're immediately labeled misogynists? If this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy are all bad role models for men.
This is nothing new.
See that girl over there? Go talk to her. Oh, what? You're too scared? Here are the 3 easiest ways to approach a girl. Number 1, I'm not interrupting anything, am I? This is such a great one. The last guy that used this on me got a no in response, but went on to say, perfect, I'm Steve. And I just wanted to say hello. At that point, we were already off to the races. Number 2, hi, how are you? Believe it or not, it really is that easy. My guys, you gotta stop overthinking your opener. Just treat her like she's any other person. Because guess what? Every other guy sees her as the prize. So be different and see.
Okay, what is this girl saying that you haven't heard before, boys? Think about it that way. What is she putting on into the red pill or whatever that you haven't heard Andrew Tate say before, Tristan Tate, anybody? Okay, think about it. Everybody aped this sort of like thinking by Leo Strauss or Rollo Tomasi or David Greenberg, like some Jew from like 1997 who wrote a book about this sort of thing. That's the sort of idea, like the idea that she's pushing. But again, like, she's heard this from some other guy. I can fucking guarantee that. She's not saying anything new here. It's not even, like, edited in a good way. It's just a hot chick with a cavalier mic or a lavalier mic saying, like, hey, guys, blah, 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 blah. That's it. Guys, she's being famous for her sexuality on the basis of not women admiring her. That's a different thing. It's guys, teenagers, young 20s guys that are like, oh my god, this girl, I dream of being with this bitch. Fuck you, retards. Get your fucking mind together. Don't actually fall for these women. How easy is that to understand, right? This girl's not worth it. Not worth it. Oh, but she's hot. So what? She's like 25. She's old already. Like, I don't want that. Moreover, again, what do I think of this chick? I'd sleep with her. Yeah, no duh. But that would be it. That would be it. That's what I think of this chick. That's about it. Because she's a pick-me. I don't like that. That's not wife quality. You know, imagine you marry this chick and then she wants to have a side career where she's getting all this attention from other guys. Do you really think that you're going to take that as the husband? No, and if there's a white guy that's dating her, you're a fucking idiot. Retard. Come on. Any girl that wants to have her own, like, career on social media is not going to be worth marrying. I can tell you what. She has a short called Men Are Better in Every Conceivable Way. Again, a girl can be right about something she says, or she could just be salacious and retarded, like Just Pearly Things, or this chick. Like, men are better at everything? Really? Is that what you're saying? That's obviously not true. Obviously not true. But let's see.
What's up, my guys? Men are better in every conceivable way. And here's why. You're more interesting. When was the last time a girl opened her mouth and you were like, that's an interesting...
Yeah, men are more interesting, so how about you log off? If you're actually serious about this nonsense, which is not true, then just log off. You're not interesting, bitch. Oh, but I have my own account. Then why don't you do podcasts? Why don't you do long-form videos? How many shorts do I have? Literally, hundreds of shorts as far as she's made and TikToks. No actual long form content because you're low IQ, woman. That's true. And there's some girls that are smart enough to actually hold together a show. You're not one of them. You're hot, and that's about it. What's up? Even Lana Rhodes, as far as I know, she has a podcast. She's a fucking slut, obviously. But even a porn star has a full-fledged show. So, I mean, at that point, she's probably more intellectual than you are. Interesting. Moreover, think about it this way. She was on the Whatever podcast with John Doyle. All she knew was just to sit there and look hot. I like that. Thank you. I like that. But also, like, are you going to say something interesting? No? Oh, I'm going to agree with the guys. You're a pick-me. I don't like that. I feel the same way about pick-me's, about, like, how God feels about lukewarm Christians, you know? If you're not hot or cold, I'm going to spit you out because you're gross. You don't actually believe anything. If the winds were going the other way, and if you were going to get decapitated for being red pilled, you would definitely not be a part of that movement. And so you're just completely duplicitous as a person from what I can esteem here. Now, moreover, let's keep going.
Point. Never. Literally never. You're more direct. I'm sick of having to translate everything women say to me. I love that a man can just tell me how it is. You're also more decisive. You will never hear a man uttering the phrase, but are you sure? You're more vulnerable than women. Everybody thinks that vulnerability has to do with emotions, when in reality, it has more to do with being your authentic self. Women lie every single day when they put on makeup.
Her skin is like so pale. Like, come on.
You don't get that luxury. You're easy to
You wear
please.
makeup.
I've never met a man that wasn't happy with a smile, a hug, and a full belly. All I have to do is make a sandwich. And lastly, let's be honest.
If she knew how to keep her man happy, she would log off the internet. No guy wants to see you on the internet. Get off. Delete the account. Give it to somebody fucking else, man. And dude, I read somewhere that she has a boyfriend, so I know that for a fact, as far as I know. But I've not seen him. Again, we've been live for like 15 minutes looking at this chick's accounts. Not a single post with the boyfriend from what I can tell. Nothing concrete yet. What's up with that woman? Seriously, pick me alert. Okay, problem with the black pill. Let's see what she says.
Alright, some of you are not going to like this one, but I think it's important to address. I do everything I can to empathize with men. I don't think masculinity is toxic. I think men are incredibly important and vastly underappreciated.
Oh.
I've heard every story to back up your obvious struggles in the dating world. But the one thing that I can't wrap my brain around is this black pill pessimism where you permanently check out of dating. I really don't like to attack you guys, because I already know the laundry list of fears. Women will cheat in a multitude of ways. They're selectively feminine and super entitled these days. The family court system is stacked against you. I get all that. But here's my question. Why are you letting women have this control over you? I sort of get
If you watch this girl and you get pleasure from it, she controls you.
if you're an older guy who's already felt the pain of divorce and trying to raise your kids from afar, but if you're young and single, this doesn't add up. Checking out of dating basically means you either don't want a family, which if every man adopted your stance, the human race would go extinct, or you plan on having children with women you don't date and don't love. And in that case, you'd be contributing to the fatherless daughter issue that I know you mock women for on these platforms. So staying single might bring some temporary peace, but is that really worth a life of loneliness and
Okay, she would have a point if it's all these, like, eligible... Okay, look, if I were an incel, if I were black pill, she could have an argument, right? Like, oh, wow, the market is missing out on Lalo. Yeah, you know, they would be missing out, but trust me, I'm not going to check out. Moreover, the guys that are checking out are fucking losers, straight up. Like, they're very ugly, they're very short. Dude, men, and, you know, as I've been growing up, men are more horny than I am. Every single guy I know that's in my position is more down bad than I am. You know, I never downloaded Tinder like growing up or anything like that, right? I never did that. I wasn't down bad like everybody else. Everybody else, all these normie friends I have from college and whatever, they all have like Hinge, Bumble, like whatever it is. Those sort of apps, they're more down bad than I am. But, so if you're a guy who checks out of the dating market, that means you already tried a lot and then you're failing. Or your self-esteem is so low that you're quitting without even trying. And that means you're a big fucking loser if you're that bad. It's like saying, look, there's guys that won't even sign their name up. There's guys that don't even go up for the NFL draft because they're insecure. No, it's because if you're not signing up for the draft out of college, then you must be that bad that you're not even a top 200 player in the draft. You're not even 7th round. You must be ass and you know it. So just fucking give up. Just rope. Okay? Rhetorically speaking. Oh, man. Do you think she would date any guy who's black pill? Do you think she'd date any guy who checked out of the dating market? Who's the best looking guy who checked out of the dating market? Even if you're not looking for a woman, if you're good looking, people are just going to go up to you if you're that much of a chat. That's never happened if you're checking out, because then you'd have an ego and self-esteem and still go on try to look for a girlfriend. So she's wrong, categorically. What's a female narcissist?
Buyer beware. If you're dating a girl with these traits, I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but here are some signs of a female narcissist. Number 1, difficulty with criticism. Female narcissists may have a fragile ego and may become defensive or angry when criticized or challenged. They may also hold grudges and be vindictive towards those who they feel have wronged them. Number 2, sense of entitlement. Female narcissists may have an inflated sense of entitlement and believe that they are entitled to special treatment or privileges because of their gender or other attributes. Number 3, lack of empathy. Female narcissists may have difficulty empathizing with others and may be insensitive to the needs and feelings of those.
Dude, her makeup is so bad. Yo, I mean, that's the takeaway. I don't care. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Oh, okay, look. I like this one on the left, the second one, because she's so hot in this. Like, you know what? I got the idea for the video because this was on my recommended. And she looks so fucking hot. I'm like, oh, damn. And that's the trick. That's the trick. They want you to be attracted to them. You got to be borderline homosexual with the way that you turn away these hoes. You say, you know what? I acknowledge you're attractive, but I don't care. You have to view these women like 10-year-old boys where it's like, look, like, okay, this guy, like, let's say there's a 10-year-old boy. You can say, this is an objectively good-looking little boy, but I have no interest. You have to look at women like that, in a way where you don't get wrapped up into the softcore porn of, like, YouTube shorts. That sounded really weird coming out of my mouth, but the point is, though, is that, like, I can say, okay, this girl's attractive, but I ought not watch her shit because she's hot. Same way, like, again, like, oh, look, my nephew's a handsome boy. I'm not attracted to my nephew, okay? So, same way here, like, okay, you know, you're good looking, but I'm not going to watch your shit because I don't care for it. All right? Okay, so let's click on it because, again, she is hot, so, it's, you know, it's like, you know, 1.1 million views. Stop asking her this.
My guys, stop looking for a woman with your same interests. Her hobbies don't matter. Her favorite food doesn't matter. Where she likes to go on the weekends, what sport she plays, it doesn't matter. If you're truly interested in a woman, you need to learn her values. Look, when I met my boyfriend, we literally had
I told you.
common, but we did have the same outlook on life and could make each other laugh and smile. Our worldview, ideological views, our desire to start a family, it all aligned. When you have a shared understanding of what's right and wrong, and you enjoy each other's company, your interests will fall into place. I had no interest in chess, but now I sit on the couch and watch Gotham chess with him every night. He had no interest in plants, but now he's basically an aspiring botanist. So here's the moral of the story. Ask the hard questions. See if you agree with how you want to grow and how you want to parent children. Because your shared love of frozen yogurt sure as hell isn't going to get you very far. My guys, stop looking for—
That's actually good advice. But fuck you anyway, because it's like, again, if it were me making the videos, it wouldn't get as many views because I'm not a girl. And so guys aren't as horny for, are way more down bad than are women. And so it's like, you know what? You know, it's not very cool. Goddamn. All right. I think, okay, let me see this. With
The
Zestiny.
5 best sexual partners that I've had in my life were all the people that I were in the long-term relationships with. Like on a one-night stand, like it's hard to know. Like,
See, so she's on the podcast looking damn good. So that's the whole interest. That's the buy-in. That's the grift. That's the hook. Hey, guys, get this reheated Tate stuff from like 2 years ago, but hey, look, I'm an attractive girl. No. You have a boyfriend. Get off the internet. Log off.
one night stands aren't even that fun sexually, depending on what you're looking for.
I can agree that the longer you're with somebody, the better sex gets.
Her makeup's
Why
good
is
here.
she not enough?
Why is she not enough? It's,
Why
I mean,
am I
like,
enough, Steve?
it's kind of like asking, it's kind of like if you've got like a close friend, but then you've got other friends, like, well, why is that one friend not enough? Because in life, sometimes variety is fun. Sometimes I want to be with a girl that's Hispanic or Asian. Sometimes I want to be with somebody that is
Marriage
into something
is
that's
Yeah, let's go, Destiny. Destiny's red pilled on the Hispanic question. We love our Hispanic women over the white chicks, actually, but let me see this. I worked at a prison.
I spent 4 years working at a male prison with some of the most violent offenders in New Jersey. I tutored inmates that were convicted as juveniles, so no matter the crime, in New Jersey, they could not serve life. So needless to say, I felt like this was a cause worth investing my time in. But after 4 years, I didn't just walk away knowing that a few more people on this planet could do calculus. I walked away with an invaluable understanding of male psychology. Listen, I'm not comparing every male brain to that of a convicted felon, but I will say
She bases her understanding on men like some 16-year-old fucking black kid in New Jersey? Really? Is that like...
shared something. The lack of a father figure. It doesn't matter how strong and independent their mother was. At the end of the day, nothing is as important to a
Dude,
young
imagine
man's
if this were your
development
tutor.
as
Yo, sign me up. I'm going to
video
prison, bro. What the
Our
fuck? That's my
species
tutor?
needs the
Let's
nuclear
go?
family to survive long term. So stop
That's
at
hot.
nothing to demand paternal rights from our court systems.
I don't give a fuck about what she's saying. I'm like, bro, she tutored a bunch of fucking kids in juvie. Are you kidding me? The hell was she thinking? I was probably pre-makeup. Okay, she's not as like produced.
What's up, my guys? Every woman you bring into your house is judging your bathroom. Here are the 4 essentials.
She's
all
way
men
less good
need in their
looking
bathroom. Number
in
1,
this setting.
condoms, but not in the way you think. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. She's counting them. Call it toxic, I don't care, but keep track. I'm just giving you a heads up. A shower curtain that
Counting them in what way? Like if you use a lot of them, that means that you're like a Chad, or that you're like a man whore and that it's bad. Like what does that mean?
doesn't have mildew on it. If you have a shower door, clean it. It doesn't clean itself. No girl is going to want to stay over knowing she could get mesothelioma overnight. Solid shower products. The
It's like a white people thing.
screams lazy. Take your cleanliness as seriously as you take your career. Plus, did you know your hygiene products?
She acts like such a 12-year-old girl. You know, like have you ever seen like Dog with the Blog or something? Some like 12-year-old white chick. She's like, do this, but like actually do that. And like, look, if you don't want your ass to smell, like wipe it actually. That's how you act, bitch. Anyway, it's like, I don't like that. It's annoying. Castiza, light-skinned Latina wife, or judgy white bitch. Anyways, guys, I think that pretty much summarizes what I thought about this woman. She's, again, I'll just run it through you guys real quick. I think that Billie Rae Brandt is a very attractive woman. Like, very, very, when she does the makeup, it's like, oh my God. It's like, holy, how does she do that? And sometimes the makeup looks rough. You saw the most recent short from today. Busted as fuck. I think she's 25. I honestly don't even, I'll look it up for the sake of research. So she was born October of 1997. She is like 6 years older than me. She's 25. 25! Ancient. Desert bones. I'm exaggerating, but I would not date this chick. So to summarize, I think that she's like an attention whore. She wants to have her own career. Again, you have a boyfriend. If I were your boyfriend, I would not let you post on the internet like that. If you want to post like, hey, I'm in vacation in Hawaii with my husband, that's okay. But this bikini nonsense, this idea of like, look at all the followers I have on Instagram. All of your posts are like completely fishing for attention. You wear a pick-me shirt. You can't even dodge the accusations of pick-me. You just embrace it. Horrible. You're like O.J. Simpson, like, did I do the murder? You're just playing it coy. I don't like that. It's not hot. Because I can read into it. Moreover, there's an epidemic of men my age that are losers, that are saying, man, this Billie chick, if only I could date a girl like that. You don't want a girl like that, ideally. You would want a girl that is hot, but also not used. And so when the glove is pretty loose, it's not very high quality. Moreover, and again, I'm going to send her an email about this. I'm going to send her the video. I don't give a fuck. Like, I want her to see it. I'm going to be so honest. People respect that I'm so honest. They love it. They say, you're so honest. Lalo, you're so honest. It's so true. It's so true. Because I get away with it. Because I'm a genius. And I'm full of myself. And you need to do that because I'm right about literally everything. And so, that's what you need to take away with the video. She is, going for attention. And when you have somebody, and look, here's the duality of man. You go on the whatever podcast. You have, I've met John Doyle. We talked about the podcast. And the guy had to have his own following. This guy was posting like 5 years straight or whatever since like 2018 about like Brett Kavanaugh, like Trump stuff, like all this election stuff, all this like political stuff. He's a lazy bastard. I've like grilled him on this. He's lazy as fuck. But John does definitely put in some work towards his channel. He had to build up an audience for 5 years straight, grind it out. And then you can go on the whatever podcast and then spit game and give insights on relationships and politics that nobody else says besides probably me because, I'm myself. But anyway, he says all this smart stuff. Where's everybody else saying the same shit? He has to provide a particular insight plus be famous already to get on the podcast. Billie Rae Brandt, even if she weren't famous, would get on there because she's hot. That's literally it. And then she's going to go there, be good, like background, she says she's a botanist. She's like a pretty little plant in the back. She smells nice. Does it really provide anything profound there? No, it's like emotional support, but like instead it's eye candy support. Like, okay, there's a hot chocolate right there. There's a fucking, Switzerland, Belgian chocolate, whatever the fuck. Anyway, the point is though, is that this chick is just eye candy, glorified eye candy. Never forget that. Never forget that. And if you guys watch her stuff unironically, there's a noose that I want you to dive through, dolphin dive through it. And anyway, kidding, but you ought not do that. She doesn't deserve your attention. If you watch, I challenge you, watch 10 of her videos and give me one video, link it down below, where she says something that a guy hasn't said before in the last 20 years. She's not providing any particular insight. And to summarize, I think the girl is like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Like, she's gorgeous. I think she's extremely attractive. But I'm also professional, and I'll be completely honest. I could kiss her ass right now. And she'd be like, oh my God, thank you for sending me that. No. I'm gonna be honest. Is she a 3 or 4 or wifey? She's 100% a hoe. 100%. Not a wife. Again, oh, but my 6-figure earning 30-year-old husband thinks that I'm a good girl. No, fuck your husband too, because I don't respect the guy. He's not even on your social media. What's up with that? How come you're not on your, and also, if you're a husband of like a hot chick, you ought to be competent. You ought to have your own fame, if anything. Not this idea of like, oh, I'm gonna pimp out my hot wife for money, or even not for money, but like I'm gonna red pill these guys. Wouldn't the husband have better insights on men's rights and men's activism than the wife? Oh no, but the wife is the one with the account. Let's use some fucking logic here. I'm not gonna spend too much more time on this, but isn't that a good point? Now, to elaborate on the prior established claim I made about the Whatever podcast, like I said, John Doyle, smart guy, genius, almost as smart as me, goes on there, kills it. Again, the guy's not very good looking. Shocker. Anyway, he's a pretty like average to below average looking guy, and he still got on there, not because he's good looking, but because he has virtue aside from that, where it's like career establishment, established goals, things that are tangible, like his YouTube channel, etc. Intellect that's very rare, that's not seen anywhere, but like maybe here. And with that being said, he adds a lot to the table. You have somebody like this chick. What's her name? Billie. Yeah, Billie Rae Brandt, by the way. Sus. Anyway, this chick, not adding much, and so that's the bottom line. Again, you're hot, and this is not personal. I don't know you at all. So, anyway, see you.